And right off the bat, we get a raid from Xenon Fiber. So thanks, Xenon, and welcome everyone who was in Xenon's chat to Pyre. This is a good game. Like, I'm used to either going in blind, like with the last few, or, well, ending up with a Star Ocean 4. That was unpleasant. Star Ocean 4 being the first game I tried streaming, actually, and I quit in the middle. I just couldn't take the badness of that game. Anyway, I'm Andrea. It's my streaming night, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Welcome to the chat, Pie Kitten. Let's do this. What button is that? Oh yeah, here it is.
You're here. I'm here. Let's do this!
Wow, it skipped in the middle because of the loading screen. That's good stuff. Come on, doggo, up on the couch. Come on. They're mad because they don't get to start playing right as I start streaming. Like, y'all can wrestle all day and all night, and then this is the one moment you choose. I see how it is. So this is a game that's one part visual novel and one part, like, soccer. It's a really odd idea. New profile, new campaign. Difficulty, I guess we'll go with standard for the standard experience. And let's see how this goes. So is this channel ran by a group? Yes, there are 5 people streaming on here. So, just says Pyre. I guess I have to push a button. But it's so pretty, I almost don't want to. There we go. We're like Loading Ready Run, except not as wildly successful. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. And 1/5 less Canadian, yes. Oh, I'm supposed to click. Oh, I see. Downside, a vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. So basically, prison world. None have been known to return from the Forsaken Land. Huh. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. Wasn't she nice? See? Right on schedule. What'd I tell you? Masked something. I like that. You told us we'd find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know, I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like he's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you are male. Interact to change this. Looks like she's breathing. There we go. There. Oh, sweet. Look at that. That's good stuff. Can go with any of 3 sets of pronouns. That's 2 more than most games. It seems she still is. Then stand aside. I shall send her to a better place. She's a she? Can you people just tell? Hang on, the markings on her rags. I think she's one of them. But look at her. She's beyond our help, and we are beyond hers. A mask with horns that big has to be hell on the neck and upper back. Yeah, you'd think. That's Assuming they're not supported by actual horns underneath. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with their chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed, the day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns toward you and begins unfastening his mask. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did, none of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. What do you mean, you people? I guess humans? You are, or maybe just people from the Commonwealth, assuming that the creature isn't. You are parched, and he gives you a drink. You ache, and he binds your wounds. You hunger, and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedvin. Now come on. He's one of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life in the downside. Gosh, I've missed all these characters. I have too! I really enjoyed watching you play this. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Hedvin beckons you to enter the black wagon. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest. She loosens the clasps on her mask. Ooh, yeah, see? Big ol' horns. You may call me Jodariel. She is the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. I also like that black wagon is one word. And as for myself... The small one struggles with his mask. Jodariel soon assists him. Ow! It's a doggo! That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Greentail. He is the smallest yet loudest of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. He's got a little mustache, too. That's a nice touch. How does that work? Her horns point up and the mask points down. That should hurt even more. Damn game logic. It's very anime, yes. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can she do it? I hope so. I haven't asked her yet. What? Then what are you waiting for? Hey, sister, nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? He is asking if you're a reader, one who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. I'm going to deny it, because I obviously I'm new in the underworld. So I'm going to roleplay this like I've just been sent here, and I'm not sure that I'm going to be seen as a criminal here or not. You tell them that you don't know how to read. The mere insinuation is insulting. You sense, however, that they do not believe you. Come on now, what do you take us for? You've got markings plain as day. So don't you let us catch you lying, sister. That attitude's got you in here in the first place, am I right? We wrote an entire separate physics engine for Jiggle, various game devs. Yep. He does have a handlebar mustache. It's all curly Q. Reader, you still live thanks to us. We ask for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. Well, there's a book. Can I open? Oh, I can't open the ones on the floor. Lone minstrel. A figure sits very still in this corner of the wagon. Now is not the time to check on him. The Black Wagon's common room must be back there, though you do not feel very welcome now. Beyond this, even if you could run, you would not get far. Ooh, fun. Rickety ladder. Well, it's a good thing Sue's not playing this. She never would have seen that. One who can derive meaning from text is a good definition. Very solid. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes bound in materials you do not recognize. Forward, a formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote the Book of Rights. That you possess it and have capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from the forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate clad in the raiments of the rites, bearing this book. That is really hard to read with the way the font's different colors, or different shades. Oblige the voice that tells you more. I don't trust the voice. Oh, I was supposed to do that. Well, now I just feel silly. I like this guy. This is like Zenyatta from Overwatch over here. Peace be upon you. Looks like the one guy from the Wacky Racers cartoon. Yes, Dick Dastardly. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Hedvin gets your attention. A proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups, founded on principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. No one else is as old as me to be able to remember that show. Yeah, we've got a bit of an older crowd here on this channel. AKA hailing is Christy, one of our streamers as well. She streams on Monday evenings and Saturday mornings. Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. Wow, that was abrupt. Apparently reading some tough work.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Dick Dastardly is a modern-day mortality tale, or morality tale, really. He's always in first when the race starts, but then he gets too worried about people coming up behind him, so he wastes his lead making traps that backfire. Yeah, pretty much. It worked. So it is true. Yeah, but, like, what now? And where'd the reader go? She should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in her. She could abandon us. She won't. You look upon the 3 of them from beyond as Hedvin then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. you focus all your mental faculties to do as had been asked. Alright, now I guess I get my tutorial on the sports part. Use left click to approach the celestial orb.
Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves.
Alright, simple enough. Hold space to pass to Ruski.
The three must act as one.
Only one exile can move at a time. Shift to sprint. Sprint until stamina is depleted. Okay, just up against the invisible wall.
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
Yeah, let's avoid memes with severe racial overtones. Alright, plunge into the opposing pyre. Space to pass, shift to sprint. Whoops, no, sprint this way. Here we go.
Yes, the exile Edwin has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time.
Doesn't seem cool.
His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple.
Oh, of course not.
In
There's
the
ghost
ranks
versions of
shall
ourselves.
face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Left click to approach the adversary. Alright.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you.
Alright, so whoever has the bigger aura wins the clash, or?
Cast
Oh,
aura
okay.
like a stone.
You lose the aura when you have the sphere.
Correctly done.
Simple enough.
Again. Just so. A glorious performance, I admit.
Well, thanks for
More
admitting
than I
that.
expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura.
You played this with a
and the
controller,
orb
didn't you, Andy?
quenches the flame.
Of course, that makes it so you can't get in
Now I
there.
say jump.
Oh, okay.
With all your strength.
Gotta get real close.
Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame. Now snuff out the adversary's pyre, whilst yours yet burns.
Oh, crap. Oop, I thought I had that.
Engulfed within the aura.
Man, but she is slow. Oh, crap.
Out with you all.
Crap. It's all good. Got there. She is very large. Extinguish the pyre. And also... jump 3 times. Oh, crap. Gotcha. Oh yeah, you can't stop me. Oh crap. Thought I had that.
The orb.
And into the pyre. Alright.
Banished all of them.
Sprint. Oh, crap.
So close.
No, not gonna get that.
You haven't.
Oh, crap. I was gonna try and pass it, and I realized I didn't have anyone left. Aw, yeah.
Gone.
Got there.
Plunged into their pyre.
Oh, crap. I gotta actually watch the screen instead of chat, huh?
You there.
By banishing adversaries. Okay. Whoops.
One
Yeah.
triumvirate stands unopposed.
But fuck that guy. What a dick.
All
Oh, crap. Thought I had that. Man, he is quick.
It's complete. There, dear reader.
Yeah, they spawned right on top of me.
Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
That's true. We never listen. During the rites, only one exile on each side is permitted to move at any given time. That makes the whole thing easier to control. I wonder if the gamepad might not be the better way to... No, I'm actually liking how this works. Took a bit of getting used to how the sprinting works, but other than that, this is good. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. And now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Oh man, I love regarding the night. Jodaria leads you outside where a clear night sky awaits. Now show us, before the howlers catch our scent. Where shall the rites commence? Worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The 8 scribes gave their freedom, so that we may yet have ours. Prayer from the Book of Rites. You gaze at the stars. Seek out your destination. Alright. Gaul, the South Star. Capriash, the Olden Star. Scorpus, the Olden Star. Over here, Geminian, the Olden Star. Seek knowledge and new experiences. So this is the one that it wants to draw my eye to. Those born under it are ambitious, though disconnected. Those born under it are wiser than most. I mean, I could stand to be a little wiser than most. And it's not letting me pick it. Do I seriously? So I can only pick this one? Gaul, the South Star? Oh, okay. The choice is... No? I have no idea. How weird. That was a weird screen to be meaningless. 200 leagues due east, the ridge of Gaul. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The fossil remains of the serpent Titan slain by Golathanian yet loom over those living in its shadow.
Consilia.
Great. And we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive on time if you make haste. Then, we better get started. That was a good line read. I don't care what y'all say. Then, we better get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs later, at least. What do you say, Jody? I mean, it was almost as good of a line read as...
You're here. I'm here. Let's do this.
What do you say, Jody? Jodariel turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, sister. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rights are the key. It's a lot to take in. Your fellow exiles await you in the wagon. So how's everyone doing tonight? Past the tutorial. Feeling pretty good over here. Got regulars and new people in the chat. Always good to have. The downside Prairie. I mean, it's no underwear from Super Paper Mario, but downside's not too bad. Getting a leg up on some YouTube art. Awesome. You arrive in the Downside Prairie, one of the Downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north, where the road ahead is forked. There's a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. I'm telling you, we ought to take the Northern Pass. Got an associate holed up in Hollow Route I've got to pay a visit to besides. That is the northern route to the Ridge of Goal, goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often, tempests come and score away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. I don't know how to pronounce that. Fi, Bo, Bum. Spy on your associates. Best we head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. The southern route to the Ridge of Goal goes through a humid area pocked with hot springs. Runoff from the sandfolds means no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mock you. And get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Hedvin listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? She marks the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we'd best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our paths. No second guessing her along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. You may now choose a route towards your goal at certain junctures. Alright, well, honestly, Hollow Route seems like the better option. Might be able to get something out of it, and will at least be certain to see a settlement. On the other hand, she does want to find rare flora. On the other hand, hot springs I can't bathe in. That doesn't sound very fun. We're going to go through Hollow Route. All the bumping and jerking on the wagon is really endearing. As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Ruki, oh, we know more about him now. He's an opportunistic and well-connected cur, still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. Ruki stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Oh, hey, sister, just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will ya? We'll have to drop it off if we head further north. He just made a drug deal, didn't he? You received a plain parcel. This can be sold at the slug market. Certain types of luxury goods somehow find their way down to the downside. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gold. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rites. Luxury goods, exactly. That's what I said. Alright, we have reached the Celestial Landmark. Now to get everything and everyone prepared. Interact to begin your first trial. Alright, well let's see what's going on in here first. A figure sits very still in a corner of the wagon. He's unresponsive, but seems to be alive. Hey, sister! Appreciate you taking us up through Hollowroot back there. About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at the slug market? Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good sister's decisions, right? Jodariel says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. He is a grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving there. Night falls soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. The two of them soon go about rummaging through the raiments and the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. When I click on this, it wiggles. You observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon, bearing some sort of strained instrument. You sense he lives, but nothing more. It seems inopportune to ask about him right now. Drive Imp. Ooh. Hi. Oh, it's so cute. Look at these little fuckers. Just want to click on them all the time. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all. I could click on the Drive Imps forever. You observe the masks and robes whose old engravings and embroidery suggest a formal purpose. Some of the garments are massive, while others are so small they might fit a child. What passes for cooking supplies in the downside, Hedvin does most of the cookings. Alright, let's click on the sparkles. This reminds me a bit of those CD-ROMs we had in school. Oh yeah, like the, those early reader programs where you'd click on stuff. Just click on stuff throughout the storybook and it'd do crazy shit. The first exile, in the words of Golathanian, the Master General. You know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Solium Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile, and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life, such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Solium Mur a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time, he named us all his scribes, and he became the 8th. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. He had My Grandma and Me starring those weird hamster creatures. Oh, awesome. Oh god, what was... I forget the name of that series. They were like guinea pig. I think they're supposed to be guinea pigs, right? I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it. Let's see, anything else to click on in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we can go in the common room. In the common room, you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths towards enlightenment and the rites. Well, good. Nomad, Outrider, Unknown, 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 Unknown. Can throw his aura in a straight line, high jump to evade auras, and runs much faster for a short time. Lunges forward in one swift motion, leaps and slams down, throws her aura in slow straight line, and accelerates to a high top speed. Yeah, he's super fast. Trafficker. That's all we know. Alright. I guess we're on to a rite. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon they grow restless. Little critter, yes. That sounds correct. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. If we traveled all this way for nothing... I don't think we did. Look up. Oh, sweet. I used to have that same, like, decorative globe in my room when I was a kid.
Freedom! The stars align at last.
Sweet.
You reach the Ridge of Goal at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready.
My triumvirate was born ready.
In the rites this eve shall be the accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom.
Ooh, so who are these
Now
chunguses?
let the rites commence.
The stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others also clad in raiments, your adversaries in the rites. The whole time Andy was playing this, I didn't realize that transition was supposed to look like an eye closing and opening. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. Name of a triumvirate in blue. It seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identities. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves save for the man robed in gold who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lendell again. He is the apparent leader of the exile triumvirate you encounter at the Ridge of Goal. I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. Never had I come so close to freedom only for you to dash my hopes. Now I and the accusers shall repay that affront. An exile triumvirate clad in gold. Their leader harbors ill will for something he thinks you did. He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It's time. From the shadows, you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand. Alright, let's do this.
Begin. Beware the adversary's aura.
Oh, shit. Oh, crap. I tried. Oh, god dang it.
Your clutches.
It's fine, I got this. Got there.
Accusers underestimated you?
Alright, that's a goal. A goal at the goal. Nope. Not happening. Oh yeah.
The adversary's flames.
I mean, obviously this is like the easiest match in the game, but I'm still feeling pretty good about it. No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers, stand your ground. Let your auras boil in rage. So edgy.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
We've rattled them. They mean to draw us out. So now we get to learn about actually throwing the ball, huh? Then we'll just have to run more circles around them.
Have you
Hold
any
right click
idea
to
what
fling
that
the
man
orb into the
did
pyre.
to
Alright,
deserve
will
his
do.
exile?
Bye.
Daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks. Well cast.
Oh, meant to do that. Oh, crap.
Poof goes Lendl.
Poof goes Lendl. I like how sarcastic the voice is. Oh, crap.
The orb, take it.
I'm working on it. Oh, shit. Ooh. This game is a lot of back and forth.
A banishment.
Oh, crap. Kicked me.
The orb.
Got there.
Douse the adversary's flames.
Does throwing the orb do less damage than dunking? It looks like it. It did 15.
Now to the flame. Merely a glancing blow.
Yeah, definitely does less damage. On the other hand, with a mouse, it's pretty easy to do.
I almost
Ooh.
pity what transpired there.
Ah, crap. This guy's good at blocking.
Too bad for that one.
And in. We got this.
You have prevailed. Rejoice
Achievement
then
unlocked,
in
untouched
your
flame.
single fleeting
I mean,
victory.
obviously. Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, you will rue the day. Rue!
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment.
We have
Only the
withstood worse
enlightened
nights
can
than this,
regain
though
freedom.
few is strange. Alright, so now we get to look at her skill tree. Jodariel instantly recovers all her stamina after dashing into an enemy, or after using her rush to lunge forward, she can rush again right away. So either with or without slamming into someone. Well, what's got the best mastery? Let's see, Jodario can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. Ooh, nasty. Or, any adversaries banished by Jodario take 30% longer than you. Ooh, also nasty. Even more nasty, I'd say. Alright, we're gonna go with Boons of the First Exile then. As opposed to Sins of the Fallen Emperor.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
I guess the other two take longer to level up. After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still sky, you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real and we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars till we're free. Until we're free. Until we're free. Here, here, sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendl back there. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedvin turns to you. Reader, come walk with me while the stars are still out. You and Hedwin walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Hedvin wishes to know if anything is troubling you. Ask why he was exiled, how he got this wagon, why you cannot conduct the rites yourself, or ask what happens if you refuse to help. How did you get this wagon that belonged to the Nightwings? You ask Hedvin how he and his companion managed to come into possession of this black wagon, and what happened to its former owners. He maintains eye contact and his smile. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons toward the fading dark above. Alright, so up next... guess once again there's only the one option, huh? Jomur, the Dusk Star. The Dusk Star burns bright over an ancient spring in Jomur Valley. That's a long way north and west. See if this old wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others. Is that the one with the taunting hot spring? I have no idea. How's it going, Rookie? Imps fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody? No signs of howlers, everything secure. Good. Then get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Jomur. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments, but it only made him itch. Yeah, I know that feeling. You find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey, sister! Know what? It's good having somebody else around besides those two. So, come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. Finally really here for real. Mini crisis over. Oh, man. I won't ask about what happened on stream, but I'm glad it's okay now. Would you say... what I mean is, are you hitting on me? He hesitates, trying to find the words. Ah, look, what I'm trying to say is, you sense something serious is troubling him. He moves in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. It's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? Like Dick Dastardly? He wishes to know if you think his mustache suits him. I think it looks perfectly fine. A dog with a mustache, I can't complain. It is very handsome, and if anything, gives him a distinguished sort of look. See? You suggest that Ruki's mustache looks perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, sister. I knew straight away you're a real judge of character. Anyway, because apparently liking his mustache has anything to do with it being a good judge of character. Anyway, gotta check the wheels again for might. See you around. He bounds off, out the wagon. Ruki has gained +1 hope. It affects the duration of banishment. Ah, the higher the hope, the shorter you're banished. I also think he's roguishly handsome. I don't think it's the mustache that's making you look unsavory, more the suspicious packages. I absolutely adore these imps. Well, there's people talking back here. Lone Minstrel still doesn't want to talk. I think he's in a coma. Problem is, I can't interact with people who are... Oh, look at that. Affects damage dealt to the Pyre. Affects movement speed. Alright, so Glory is attack power. Quickness is reflex, or speed, running speed. Presence is the size of your aura. And Hope keeps you from being banished as long. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. I guess now we continue on our journey. To Jamor Valley. Very linear at the start, huh? That's adorable. This game is so Disney. The climate here in Jamor Valley is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, exiled curs roam this sand-swept fossil wasteland. Pretty much up to the first liberation rite, it's just a straight line, then it opens up, but only a little bit. Gotcha. We have a stowaway. Home? We can go home? Oh, I like her. She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you crossed the ridge. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hedvin. Oh, come on. You can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jodariel approaches the girl and looms over her. That guy... That is a large and lovable lady, Riz, who looks like a moose. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee you that we shall get you home or any one of us, but at present we have room for you and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. She is not good at being threatening, is she? Jodario leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Really? You're so kind. You are the most kind to someone you just met like me. May the 8 scribes smile upon you. Some revere them as gods, believing they bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. This is basically me at every rave I've ever gone to. Ruki stares at all of this and then leads in close to Hedvin. And yeah, good to see you, Riz. Hey, so what gives? First the reader, now we're taking her along. What, we gonna take in every mite-bitten drive imp we find now too? Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want for us to bring this one along. Who, Sandalwood? The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hedvin, Jodariel, and Ruki. I thought you said, he asked, we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. He asked that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her on our way, she'll go telling anyone she finds about us. We can't risk that right now. So, can I come in? It's real hot and I'm a little thirsty and a little tired too. Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question though, what do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just back home they called me lots of names, like for the color of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got gray hair. That's it, my name, it rhymes with gray. They called me lots of names. You sensed the girl was struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited her. You think that you can help the stowaway girl make peace with her name. May, Kay, Fay, Day, Shay, Shay, Ray. Consider other possibilities. Lay, Che, Nay, Tay, Zay, Gay, Bay. I like Zay, but I bet that's super popular. I bet like everyone picks that because X is such a cool letter. I'm gonna call her Faye. You suggest that the stowaway's girl's name is Faye. That's it, my name is Faye. My name is Faye. Where I'm from, they called me Faye the Fair. She is a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part, because I didn't really like it. Your fellow exiles decide to bring Faye along, for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. Faye has joined the group. She's tired, but excited. Notable absences: A, Trey, Bray. Oy vey. I do like that Gay was there. That was tempting. The Black Wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stress of Jamor Valley. Your companions wish to hole up here for the night to give Faye and all of you a little time to rest. That sounds reasonable. Faye seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi, miss. You're the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day. But I'm older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He's a good wagon, isn't he? He'll take us very, very far. My little brother, sure, he pulls at my hair at times, and I don't like it very much, but he's family. I'm happy to be here with family. I thought that I'd lost them all again. I thought that I'd lost them all. Oh, but we've stopped now, haven't we? Then I should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. Bye, miss. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Tay, Gway, Todd. There you go. Just a random one at the end that doesn't rhyme. That'd be pretty great. No, I'm trying to click on the bard and it said it was Jody's throw rug. I got confused. Alright, nothing else in here. I can't help but click on those imps every time I see them, though. Oh, I will protect this muffin. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jodario motions for you to join them. Hopefully she doesn't wind up like 9S. We thought he was a muffin, too. Best get used to your new life here, reader. We seldom get many such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. Or you could teach us more of what you know. Prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. At certain junctures, you may choose from several vocations, or ways in which you can make yourself useful during occasional moments of free time. So we can forage for resources, study in private, or mentor a companion. Hedvin teacher's pet. See, I'm actually really happy with how I'm voicing Hedvin too. Like, I just grabbed what few voices I have and threw one on him, and I think it works really well. Fellow exiles during the... Okay. Forage for resources. These are all good things to be doing. I think foraging for resources is the one that actually makes the most sense this early on. Titan bones or dung boulders. Gross. You sense something of value here. You sense a source of enlightenment here. I don't know what that means. Let's search for enlightenment, shall we? Well, sister, I had enough scrounging for one day. Usually there isn't much, but if you never look, you never get. And believe you me, it adds up. Wisdom trace grants an exile 1,000 enlightenment. Wow, that's more than a match worth. That's not bad. All right, let's... How do I use stuff? I guess I go into the common room. Put it on doggo. Drag to the talisman pocket to activate usable once. That's what I figured. There we go. See that, chums? Old Rookie Greentails got some bite in him yet. Alright, so... He starts with, he can jump a second time. Oh, double jump. That's awesome. And deals an additional 5 damage when plunging in. Alright. Meanwhile, the ultimates are, after plunging into the adversary's pyre, Rookie soon returns rather than remaining banished. Ooh, nasty. And Moonsault, Rookie can jump a second or third time while airborne. So this sounds more useful overall, this side. Let's take a look at the middles. When sprinting, Rookie accelerates faster than usual to an even faster top speed. After he's banished by an adversary, Rookie has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second, so that's pretty decent. Rookie casts an aura 50%. Ooh, nasty. When Rookie banishes adversaries by casting his aura, the blast can vanish. Okay, yeah, this side's good. I like the traits of the Alpha Chief better than the maneuvers of Many Mane. There we go. Though Maneuvers of Many Mane is a much cooler name. This is what Katie looks like when you wake her up, too. Just like that. Moonsault, Red Arrow, Shooting Star Press. There you go. The path leading further west splits off, and once again your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. Faye seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. Alright, so Glue Hive. The north route across the Jomur Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. That's exciting. And Fall Flat, the south route across Jomur Valley, is riddled with barren rock and bone. Alright, so I guess the portrait there shows who wants to go which way. And no one cares except for Faye, who's just excited to go whichever way. Faye believes that those who travel this path shall be as swift as Jomur of the 8 scribes. Faye believes that those who travel this path shall be as strong as Goal of the 8 scribes. Oh, that's good stuff. Love everybody. Gotta go sleepy times and rest up. Hey, no worries, Andy. We'll see you later. Faye's behaving stranger than usual as you pass through the dry flats of Glue Hive. The scribes, I think they're here. I think that they were here. Can you not feel their presence in the sound and in the air and all about? At first you pay a little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to be in better spirits than before. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. Your companions gain +1 presence. Sweet. En route to the spring of Jomur, you hear about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. Ruki insists you take a look after you settle in. Crude trading post from the downside. Alright, so now I can sell the package. Alright, first let's check the black wagon. Hadvin motions for you to join him. While his manner isn't easygoing as ever, you sense his contemplative mood. You were wondering about this wagon. It's a long story, but I'm going to keep it short. You last long enough in the downside, you start to hear a lot of crazy things. One of the crazy things I heard one day is that there's a group of exiles out there fighting one another for their freedom, under the stars while wearing masks and dresses. Everyone I was with just laughed, but something about the story stuck with me and I started to do some digging. Got in touch with Jody, whom I knew. She got in touch with Ruki. He knew who to ask, and as it turned out, I knew how to answer. That's when we got in touch with our contact, Sandalwood. We talked only through messengers, never met in person. I must have gained his trust. He told me to go searching in the sandfolds, gave an exact location, told me to bring my friends, and then he said to get a reader. The wagon was almost completely buried when we found it. The minstrel was out cold in the corner, just the way you saw him. The rest, well, you know. So the wagon isn't ours, the robes aren't ours, and I don't know who the Nightwings are. One day, maybe we'll meet up with our informant and learn more, but now you know as much as any of us do. So that's how we got here. And we met you. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. See you later on. He nods at you and heads out, leaving you there in the black wagon. How many nations? Oh, the last emperor, in the words of Gol Galathanian, the Master General. How many nations did I score in the name of Solium Mur? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Mur paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. Whoops. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. That sounds ominous. Hey guys, how's it going? Mr. Greentail, been a while and all that? Hey Ron, it's going. He's a traveling sales creature and proprietor of the Downside Slug Market. Say, how come you've set up shop all the way out here? Isn't it a little out of the way? Oh, well, let's just say you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block, and so... As Ron keeps blathering, Rookie signals to you in a furtive way. Here's the deal, sister. Got an informant, says there's something here connected to this rights business. See if he can spot it. Should be able to pawn some of our stuff off to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Ron. So anyways, you got something for me or what? That a plain parcel you got there. I could take it off your paws if you'd like.
Did you accept campaign payments from a man named Greedy McGreed?
Confirmed transaction. 30 gold. 30 sol. Oh, okay. The money is named the Sun. Hey! You know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail, though you drive a pretty hard bargain. Now, you gonna take something off my hands, or what? Mooncrest. After being banished by an adversary, the bearer has a chance to return immediately, 30%. And the rest of this stuff is just a little too expensive. That's a one-of-a-kind thingamabob you just got there, you know, and you got yourself a real good deal from me as well, so thanks. Yeah, Falcon Ron's pretty great. Apparently, any of us bozos can get a little edge out of that thing during the rites. I mean, just a question of who gets to try it out. Decide who shall wield it. She's best at killing people, so let's give it to her. Anyway, Dad over here, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet. Getting real something or other from all the hoofing around, and as you see, Rookie indicates that now would be a good time to depart. Yeah, probably a good idea. See you, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there too. I like her. Seems real nice, you know. I seem nice. You seem nice. I'd hate to kill you. As you complete preparations for the rites to commence, you notice Faye approaching. You notice, too, that she's wearing her companion's raiments. We can go home? Faye, I thought I made myself quite clear that you were not to touch the robes. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dario. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time. Unbelievable. Hey, something's happening in the sky. I think we're up.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch. Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
I'll besmirch you. The sky burns bright once more as your next adversaries in the rites approach. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man. Actually, 5 exiles. Yeah, but they're not counting the reader. It's a triumvirate plus the reader. It's kind of a weird way to count. I hail you! Oh hey, it's Dogbert. I hail you, exiles of the Nightwings! I am grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I am called Dalbert Oldheart, and this is my son Almer. We need not greet them, father. We shall face you in the field this night, and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first, we offer you a token of good faith, in show of appreciation that the Nightwings have returned. Dalbert approaches you with something in his paw. You sense his motives are sincere as he hands you a small talisman. You received a Tailwind Crest from Dalbert, +2 quickness. Nasty. That Kerr is really kind, and his son, he was so caring, wasn't he? When can we start? I want to help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct a rite, but we've got 4 now besides the reader. This ought to be her call. If someone has to stand aside this time, I volunteer. No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be? Henceforth, you shall choose 3 exiles to conduct the rite.
Now let us get started.
All right. I think having Hedvin stand aside is actually the most sensible thing to do. So wait, am I picking who to leave behind right now? Or am I picking who to take? I'm confused. Okay, I'm picking who to take. As you will. Alright, extra quickness, yet more quickness on Rookie. Don't have to tell me twice, sister. Oh, me? Thank you. Thank you for believing in me, because I think the scribes do too.
It is done.
Hey, I'll have other chances. I think you did the right thing. Nightwings, I trust you're all well prepared, for these old eyes yet see that the rites shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready, my son? I hope so, father. Here now, let me show you. It looks like a Naruto fan.
Begin. First to be banished.
Oh, crap. Not what I meant to do. Boom!
Path to glory laid bare. Somebody get the orb.
Boom! Oh, crap. That bounced.
Dolbert banished.
Toss it in. There we go. Dogbert, Shitty Kid, and a third, yes. Look forth, my son. The waters of Jomur Many Main bring blessings unto us this eve. Perhaps our chance has come at last. 6 of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Brave or the Alpha Chief. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, Father. Please, keep fighting. Collect moon drops. Okay, will do.
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son?
Oh, right. Got it. Oh, crap. I mean, I meant to do that. Jerk. Oh, crap.
How very sad for the fate.
Wait, what? Where'd the ball go? Where's the ball? Does anyone else see where the ball is? Did I break the game? Oh, no, there it is. Okay, I see. Yoink!
An opportunity.
Oh, crap. That did not work as intended.
A stroke of luck is all.
There we go. And in. No, that's not gonna work.
There.
This dog is almost a little hard to control.
The rite is nearly ended.
Oh, shit.
Glory to the scribe.
Sneaky. Gotta watch out for the same trick I used, I guess. Oh, whoops, I clicked outside of the window. Three Stooges sound.jpg.
The Nightwings prevail. It was a glorious performance. I'm so greedy. Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
It seems we've prevailed. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I wonder what happened to the Fate. They seemed so nice, didn't they? Exiles of the Nightwings, the dawn is yours, and may you earn your freedom. But Father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed, and I have failed you. Nonsense. We're the Fate. We do what is ordained and nothing less. Now let us go, my son, for I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience.
All right. Going good.
Until the stars.
Hello, excuse me. I mean, would you excuse me for a moment? Do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm so embarrassed. What is the matter with you? It is against the rights for us to even speak like this. I didn't know that, I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this, it's really new, so I thought maybe you can't be serious. Yeah, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot, and how about you? This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with any of you. But I have to go. Wait, Almer, wait, I think that was that even your name? Wait. Aw, Muffin. Oh shit, the bar just faded into the ether. As you return to the wagon after thwarting the Fate, you notice Jodariel tense up and frown. Where did he go? Oh, wait, what? The sleeping guy? The minstrel, he's gone. You see, it's true. There's no trace of the lone minstrel who had been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. Hey there, Bee. Glad you made it. You joined the others to search of him outside. You've learned nothing of the lone minstrel other than what little Hedvin told you of how they found him in the wagon. You sense their concern as they score the vicinity. We'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. Glad you like the new sub icon. Zoo knocked those out in like less than an hour, and I think they're really fucking nice looking. Alright. So not Jomur. I don't see any super bright star to go to. Oh, here we go. Hob, the Midnight Star. The Midnight Star burns bright over the standing stones at the edge of the flagging hands. Interact to determine the location of the next rite. Everyone, we're headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Hob, then. That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We'll find him, on this night or another. They continue searching for some time, however the minstrel is nowhere to be found. Alright. After having bested the fate in a rather one-sided contest last night, you find Hedvin off on his own. You sense he wants to talk about your decision to exclude him from conducting the rite. You literally told me to do that. I guess we'll have some tough choices to make before all this is over, my friend. Just been thinking about this. I'm glad you let the others go instead of me during the rite, and I mean that. All the more since we succeeded. I don't know what's more intense, participating in the rite or just watching from the sidelines. Okay, I thought he was actually going to be angry about it. Anyway, thank you for checking in. I'm off to go make sure we're ready to move. He departs to check on things outside. You sense that he has no misgivings about what transpired and is more concerned at present about the missing minstrel. Alright, we have nothing to do in here, so... Guess we don't have anything to do but continue, then. There's still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jodariel tracks potential signs of movement east in the same way you're headed. You consider where to search for him. Once again, Glue Hive, the north route across the Jomur Valley past the remains of the Hive Titan, or Fall Flat, the south route across the Jomur Valley, is riddled with barren rock and bone. Hedvin thinks the missing minstrel could have taken this route opposite to the one you took, while Jodariel believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier. Neither of them have particularly good reasons, but we know that Jodariel is a tracker, so it seems like she'd be the one to listen to here. Hey, B, listen to me, alright? Drive safe. That's all you can do, okay? We care about you. As you make your way through the barren wastes of Glue Hive, all there is to show for the missing minstrel is a deeper scowl on Jodariel's face. It's okay, B. Just listen to my dulcet tones as I tell you the story of a soccer romance novel. Blast. I felt certain that he would have taken the same route to the Spring of Jomur. It's alright, Jody. He could have gone anywhere. Likely there was nothing to be found either way, and we should keep moving. You pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they speak little more of it for now. Yeah, it's not so much a romance novel as just like an adventure novel, but I'm sure there's romance in it somewhere. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming! They're coming for us! We have to be ready, we have to! Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever's out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. Huh. Still nothing to check on in here. Love these little imps, though. Can't help it. They're so cute. Oh, I can clean the cobwebs. I should have thought of that before. You observe the ladder leading up to the locked enclosure above the cabin. The wagon's centrifuge must be up there. Its drive imps stare down at you with big wet eyes. There about to be a battle scene? I don't think there's battle scenes in this. Just soccer games. So I'm just clearing the cobwebs to help, I guess. Oh, I can snuff the candles too, so that, well, some of the candles. Phase scribe. Oh, okay. The more people I add, the more stuff's going to be added to the cabin too. The bundle of sticks Faye insisted on hanging in the rafters. She believes it brings good fortune. Faye status, brushing the imps with Hedvin. Oh. Listen, sports is basically battle tactics, but with slightly less bloodshed. Absolutely. Or more bloodshed in the case of hockey. Exactly. They're coming for us. They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes. I know they do. What is she talking about? What's going on? Howlers. Lots of them. Then what are we gonna do? They fear the scribes. Calm yourself, Faye. We'll give them reason to fear us as well. We'll use the raiments and the books. Indeed. One of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. She'll be just like one of our rights. Oh, okay. So we're gonna turn... We are gonna have a battle scene, but it's gonna be done with soccer. I guess it's more like rugby since you carry the ball. Hedvin turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with you. I'll do it, miss. Please. You have to let me in the scribes. They'll protect me. I know they will. Dodariel exchanged looks with Hedvin. Each of them nods at you as if to signal their approval. Faye intends to help fend off the Howlers. I feel like war would be dangerous, yet also somehow safer if it happened on ice skates. That howling sound, it means that they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here. No, I don't need aim assist. Why would you show me that when I had 100% accuracy up to that point? What is power casting? Oh, just that. No? Why is it... What is power casting? It's currently not working. Alright, it worked once. Oh, I have to banish 5 with 1 shot. Or not. Yeah, I have no idea what that's about. I missed one because I was trying to figure it out. I think there's many more. Oh, here they come, here they come. Yeah, I didn't know there was combat scenes in this. Release W when flashing to power jump. Okay. Oh my god. Hey, it worked. Sort of. Oh my god, it's so hard to control which way she's going. Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Is it over at last? It is. I think it is. Oh, those poor and wretched beasts. Just then, Faye spots something creeping towards her. You missed me really fumbling around with some of the controls. Well, what? Oh my god, look at this ferocious creature. Oh my god, how terrifying. Oh, okay, you have to release it when they flash. A very tiny window of time. The howling subsides, and it didn't really tell me that until after the fight was over, so that's kind of silly. The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on Faye. You find her in one piece along with an unfamiliar little face. Can we adopt the ferocious creature? I think we're about to.
Uh-oh.
Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by Drive Imp standards. In fact, you feel a connection with him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. The Drive Imp seems both excited and frustrated by something. You sense some pattern in the Drive Imp's screeches. He seems welcoming of this. The Drive Imp seems to have a history with your Black Wagon. You're beginning to understand him. The Drive Imp recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings, and he's pleased to meet you. You can now understand the unusual Drive Imp. This is absolutely the best thing. The Drive Imp seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you have learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other Drive Imps stare at him with something like reverence. The Drive Imp joins you. He seems to know his way around. Free Imp. Real Drive Imp hours. Who up? You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Alright, I should be trying to... He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. He plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone and believes it will be worth it. He seems to be saying he is happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren, settled in the wagon's rafters. Well, looks like only some of the no, all the cobwebs came back. Well, damn. That one's the best. Just flops over. He likes the belly rubs. Lick sand. I guess that's our next destination. Sounds gross. Who the hell likes to lick sand? Hedvin orders the wagon to halt somewhere in the rocky pathways of Jamor Valley. There's someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. Is it the bard? The figure watching the black wagon from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. Then the imp rushes out towards whomever it is. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way. Tizo, it's good to see you. And you found the others, even faster than I expected. Well, now we know his name. The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns toward the rest of you. Hello, we've not met, but I know who you are, or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could. Have you walked with the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have. Hello indeed. You had us worried there when you took off. I should knock him back into his slumber. I didn't aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awakened, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? I'm a client, Sandalwood. He is your point of contact, as I understand. You didn't find his wagon by mistake. So, what now? You continue down the path. That's why I'm here. When we meet my client, he shall explain. For now, you have a job to do. I assure you that I shall not interfere. But I do mean to accompany you. Would that be all right? Hedvin and the others exchange looks. Welcome back, minstrel. You've got a name? I am sometimes called Tariq. It's a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings. The lone minstrel returns to the black wagon with your fellow exiles. He appears to be a traveling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. The lone minstrel has rejoined the group. Oh yeah, the animation looks fucking amazing. So I suppose since set animation is so minimal, that makes sense. The Cairn of Hob is a foreboding sight. It is here that the next rite is soon to commence. Reader, if you have a moment, once we're settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon at your leisure. Reverse goth, yes. The lone minstrel on his white lute chronicle the journey of the Nightwings through a song. Using it, you may hear glimpses of your past experiences across the downside. Alright, that's cool. Either a sound test or... yeah, I guess that's a sound test. Many of which is not unlocked. Well, that is inefficient. The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He's very still, not unlike when he was sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you shortly have a rite you must conduct. You've read something of the Book of Rites, which means that you may know something of my nature. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Forgive me, I spoke too soon. Suffice it, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell as you step away. I knew it was a fool's errand. The rope collar and the words of goal, etc. But my liege, he would not listen. He instead insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb, freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downsides. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it, whispered in his ear that Kalmar Ropecollar, his elder and most trusted aide. Would that I slew that man myself. His was a simple and yet brilliant ruse, to draw the Emperor further still from his responsibilities and toward his greed. Thus did the Emperor begin an expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. Reverse goth needs to be more of a thing. I mean, there's what's it called? There's candy goth. There's white goth. There's all kinds of non-black goth looks. They just tend to be forgotten because black is cool. Oh, hey, you guys. Fancy running into you on this side of the sand. So what can I do for you? Ron, how do you make it all this way ahead of us? Come on now, Mr. Greentail. Can't just give up all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing as you've been such a good customer and all, is provide for you a sample of a little something you might like. Here, check this out. Seeing as you brought this moon crust thinger from me last time, why, I'm just thinking you could use this. And I got more if you want. You received a pinch of stardust. It does seem useful. Thanks, Ron. Raises the rank of certain talismans. Oh, sweet. Interact with Ron to quiet him down. Great. Lucrative contract. After banishing an adversary, the bearer gains +1 gold up to this many times per right. Ooh. Ooh, I like the sound of that. And I can afford it too. At the start of a right, the bearer's Pyre automatically gains +7 HP. Alright. Well, let's go with the lucrative contract because we can always use more gold. And another pinch of stardust. Ha! I know you're gonna like that stuff, guys. It's pretty woo! Know what I mean? Are there any giant hat with semi-frilly undershirt and open semi-smock duster goths? I mean, there's no good reason. I mean, doesn't that just describe that wizard from Dark Souls? Like, that's exactly his look, right? The one whose name is literally the Hat. Logan the Hat, yes. Big Hat Logan, that's the one. Appreciate you doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends, okay? I mean, literally everyone we know here is already in the wagon. Let's see. Alright, so for how to open cargo, there we go. Drag the stardust to an upgradable talisman. Sure. Interesting. Gas and chill out, please. Here, let's remove this. Put this on her because she does a lot of the killing. Which means the moon talisman can go on her. And let's raise that to a 33% chance. That's good stuff right there. This genre of goth is now named Hat Goth. Well, it was either that or low goth, I suppose. Alright, Hedvin. You do not have a thing for Hedvin. I want to bring him in, though. Definitely want to bring Hedvin in. Let's take Rookie out for this one. Means putting this talisman on Hedvin will help. I like the genre of goth too, that's good. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. I only play gorgeous games now, apparently. You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Hob, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. After this, I'm playing a game called Air, A-E-R. And that's another game with a gorgeous art style. It just keeps happening. I warned you about the art style. All's quiet for a time, and then, from out of nowhere, charges a gangly cur. Ooh, I like him. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer. Psst, hey, that's Barker Ashpaws. Real piece of work. Just don't make eye contact. He's a troublemaking cur who thrills in the defeat of the triumvirates who stand against him. Goner is real pretty. I was playing that earlier with Alice. I will look at you lot! I even got one of our own consulting with the two-leggers. You're a disgrace there, mate, you realise? Good to see you, Baker. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rights. Oh, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad after we wipe the floor with you here. I'd grab that for $1. Don't know whose back you scratched to earn yourself a spot in the high and mighty Nightwings there, but I'm going to make sure all of you regret it. Because why not? Sounds good, sounds good. The cur Barker laughs away, so I guess I'm going to have to bring Rookie in on this one after all. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars above begin to glow. Beyond pleased that Boyfriend Dungeon is going to have Linux support. Yeah, absolutely. That's wonderful to see more games coming with Linux support.
Dear reader, to the splendors of the accursed cairn of Haub. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold. This time you stand against the dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you. Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
All right. As the